In this lecture, we will talk about how we can create a custom object using Metadata API. Suppose that you are working as a developer for a company who is developing a app exchange package, and in that app exchange package you have to provide the ability to create a custom object with the help of Apex. So that is what we are going to see here, how we can create a custom object. Before we go ahead and actually try to create, let's quickly see what all it takes whenever we are creating a custom object. So here you can see whenever we are creating a custom object, let's quickly see what it takes at a custom object itself. So what we will do is we will try to create a custom object. Go to setup, quick search objects, and then object, click on new custom object. So we know that it is asking for label, plural label, then the object name, description. We have also what is the record name, the data type, either it is text or auto number, and then there are some ample number of checkboxes which are boolean values. These are two also the additional things that we can do. So this is what actually it takes while creating a custom object. So all this information is available under the custom object class of our main class, which is metadata service. So if you go to our main class and try to find out custom object, and here we can see the full name is the nothing, it is an API name, and then you have allow in chatter group. You have got this custom help page, which is if you see here, you go to open a new page which is for the custom help page. You can select that as well, and then you have got custom setting type if it is a custom setting, because custom setting, custom metadata, and custom object, all three are considered as a custom object in Salesforce. Then you have data steward groups, data steward user, either it is deprecated, what is the description, a lot of boolean variables that we have just seen. And then you can see either what is the label, plural label, what is sharing model, what is the visibility, either it is deployed or not. So all this information we have here inside our own Epis class. So what we are going to do is we are going to create the object of our this class, which is custom object, and then provide all this information. So this is here a very sample code. You can see we have just created the object of our custom object class, and then we provided full name, which is API name, label, plural label, and then the name field. The name field is nothing, which is this field here, which have record name, what is the API name, and what is the data type. That is what we have here for the name field, where because that is a field, we are using custom field class here. And then we have got what is the type, what is the label for that field, what is the status of our object, either it is deployed or not deployed, then sharing model. At the end, we are not using those boolean variables, we are not using auto number, but we will see all those in our within a few seconds. And then we have got create metadata, which is a method which we are going to use here. So let's quickly see here. This is our purpose class. The method, which is create object, it is accepting two parameters: the label of object which you wanted to create, and the plural label. If it is currency, then it should be currencies. If it is order, then it should be orders. And then as usual, the first line to establish the connection, then the second line is for which metadata we are going to work, the class of that metadata, custom object. And then what here we said, the full name of that object, which is nothing, which is the API name. What here I am doing is, suppose that you are giving me the object which is saying the test object. So the API name, how the API name looks like, it usually converts space, replace space with a underscore. So that is what we said, that I'm replacing space with a single underscore and then appending double underscore C, which is converting test object to test object underscore underscore C. And then the object label, whatever you are sending as a parameter, plural label, again a parameter. And then for the name field, if you go here into the custom object, which is already here, if you scroll down, and then you will find, okay, yeah, here it is. So if you see, it is under custom object itself, and we can see that it is a type of custom metadata service dot custom field. So if you go here, find the custom field class, Then you can see, you can find, we'll talk about more about these fields in the next lecture, but so let's quickly talk about that custom object itself. So now we have got this name field, and then there are few boolean variables as well, like you wanted to enable all these. For the first, I wanted to enable activities, so I can say enable activities, which is true. Okay, and then you wanted to enable bulk API, you can say true. Enable feeds, you can say that, let's, yeah, enable feed as well. There is something enable sharing, or you can say enable search. The object is searchable whenever we are searching in our global search. And then enable reports, yes, user can create a report on this object, we can say true. So these are the few fields we wanted to enable for the custom object. And then we also wanted to provide some description about our custom object, so we'll say that description. And then description is something we will send from parameter. So now we have given the description of our custom object as well. The name field, for now it is text. And then we said that object field, which is type, uh, uh, the label, basically the label of our name field. We said that where the label of the object is, and then append record. The status is deployed. Sharing model is read write. So there is two things that we need to see. What is the type from where we can find? So there is a link I will share with you. Here is the sharing model, and you can select any of these like private, read, read write transfer, full access, like all these. And then if you scroll down below here, you will be able to see the type of your fields. Yeah, here on the top you can see it is auto number, lookup, master detail, metadata relationship. All these we are also going to see. So we have used text for now. We will talk about auto number as well. Now we have saved this. Let's quickly see how by creating a custom object over here. So I'm going to create, the name of my custom object is going to be Udemy integration, and then the label should be kind of similar here, so I will just append s. And then the description is created from Udemy integration MD API demo. So this is what we have for our Apex class. I'm sorry, our Apex method that we have just developed. I'm going to just click on execute, and if there is anything error, we'll see the error. Otherwise, we got the success message. I will go to here, scroll down, select objects, and I can see that I have got this Udemy integration, the description whatever I have given. If I open it, I can see that few of these checkbox are enabled that I have made. I have enabled them. Status is deployed. And then if I go to name field, which is Udemy integration record, type is name, and the data type is text. Okay, this is a very basic how to create a custom object. Sometimes you wanted to create a custom object where the name field is auto number instead of a text. So how you can do that? For that, here you need to make a very small changes. So I will just quickly say, let's create another method over here, and this time we will say that create object with auto number, and parameters are same. And the only thing that we need to change is this type should be changed to auto number. I will copy from here, paste it here. Let's see, this time this is not going to be the label will be here, and then we need to make few more changes. What are few more changes? For those we need to again go to this object and then try to create a new object. So here, as soon as you select data type as auto number, it asks two more things. One is display format, one is starting number. So how we need to do that? We need to find, first we need to find that this is because name field is kind of custom field. So first thing we need to find the custom field class, and then under that custom field class there is a variable called display format. So we will provide the display format. So we will say name field or display format. We will provide the format here, and we will copy the custom object here. Okay, we got the custom object dot name field dot display format. There is one more field which is starting number. So for that we also need to find the field which should be, let's quickly find out what's that. What is that? Starting number. This is the field which is integer. Okay, so we also need to starting number instead of display format. Now display format, what I will say that, let me say that Udemy integration MD API. Okay, and then this is something we are going to provide. Okay, and then starting number is going to be 1, and these 999s are going to be replaced with 0. Now we have created, we have set up our custom object, which is going to use, it is integer, so it should be 1, which is going to use auto number as a name field instead of a text. Now we will create a new object over here. So let me quickly say, instead of this create object, I will say auto number, and this time object should be, you said that Udemy integration an, which is my auto number, sorry, which is my object. Okay, and then player label should be same as it is, and then description is again same, and we can say that with auto number. So we have got the success. We can quickly get back to again to the objects, the list of objects, and we got this Udemy integration an, the updated description. Open this, and then we should be able to see that name field, which is a type of auto number. And then if you open this name field, you should be able to see the display format, the starting number of that field as well. So here you can see we have got, this is our display format. We haven't provided the description and all other information we haven't provided, but we did created a custom object. So that's it for this lecture, to see how we can create a custom object using Apex class. Thank you.